Hello, in this video, we're focusing on the practical concepts that you can actually apply in the real business world. Hope you enjoy it. Let's get on with it. Pricing is a critical but often overlooked part of business strategy. Many companies focus on product development, marketing, and operations, but pricing decisions tend to rely on gut feeling, copying competitors, or sticking to past prices. Research shows that even small improvements in pricing can boost profits more significantly than increasing sales volume or cutting costs. Structured pricing strategy models help businesses decide what to charge, why, and how to adjust prices across customer segments, time, and channels. In today's competitive and transparent markets, setting prices thoughtfully is essential, not optional. This presentation will explain key pricing models, offer practical advice on implementation, share real examples, and explore the pros and cons of different strategies, all aimed at helping leaders use pricing effectively to drive sustainable growth. Pricing plays a crucial role because it impacts revenue, profit margins, customer demand, brand positioning, and how customers perceive your products or services. Unlike cost or sales volume, adjustments in price tend to affect profits almost directly, which is why pricing decisions have such a strong influence on a company's financial health. A well-thought-out pricing strategy helps capture the real value provided to customers, aligns prices with the company's overall market positioning, manages how much demand there is, and signals quality or uniqueness in the market, all while supporting sustainable profit levels over time. To make these decisions more consistent and less based on guesswork, companies use pricing models. One common approach is cost-plus pricing, where the price is set by adding a fixed margin to the total cost of making a product or service. This method is straightforward and transparent, ensuring that costs are covered and making it easy to explain internally. It's often used in industries like manufacturing or construction, where costs are easier to track. For example, a manufacturing company might calculate material, labor, and overhead costs for a product, then add a set percentage, say 20%, to guarantee profitability. This approach helps maintain clarity and consistency in setting prices across different products and markets. Common challenge with pricing strategies is that they can ignore the true value customers place on a product, leading to prices that are either too low or too high, which in turn weakens competitive positioning. Value-based pricing addresses this by setting prices according to the perceived customer value instead of production costs. This approach works well in markets where differentiation matters and customers are willing to pay more for specific outcomes, performance, or brand reputation. For example, software companies often charge higher prices for enterprise licenses because these offer productivity gains, security, and reliability, even though the extra cost to the company is minimal. The main benefits of value-based pricing include maximizing profitability, aligning prices with the benefits customers receive, and encouraging innovation. However, it requires a deep understanding of customer needs, is more complex to implement, and quantifying value precisely can be difficult. Another approach is competitive pricing, where prices are set based on competitors' prices, often matching or slightly undercutting the market average to remain competitive. In markets where products are very similar and competition is intense, pricing strategies often focus on matching competitors' prices closely. This approach is common in retail sectors like consumer electronics, where retailers keep prices within a tight range to stay competitive. The main benefits of this strategy are its simplicity, reducing the risk of losing market share to competitors, and maintaining relevance in the market. However, it can also result in harmful price wars, overlook true costs and the value of what's being sold, and limit the potential profit margins. On the other hand, penetration pricing is a strategy where a company sets a low initial price to quickly gain market share when launching new products, platforms, or subscription services. A typical example is streaming services offering low prices or free trials initially to build a large customer base before raising prices. This method helps speed up adoption, creates advantages from scale, and discourages new competitors from entering the market. While this approach can be very effective for growth, it's important to be mindful of its potential downsides, which can include temporarily lower profits and the risk that customers may expect permanently low prices. Skimming pricing involves setting high initial prices to target early adopters, then gradually lowering the price over time. This approach works well for innovative or tech-driven products like smartphones, which often launch at premium prices before dropping as competition grows. The main advantages include capturing high margins early, signaling quality, and helping to recover research and development costs. However, it also comes with downsides such as limiting the size of the early market, encouraging competition, and potentially frustrating early buyers if prices drop too fast. On the other hand, dynamic pricing means adjusting prices based on factors like demand, availability, timing, or customer behavior, and this is made possible through data analytics and digital platforms. Both strategies have their place depending on your product and market environment. Airlines often adjust their prices dynamically based on factors like how many seats are booked, how many remain, and how close the flight is to departure. This approach helps maximize revenue since prices reflect real-time demand and supply, and it also helps airlines use their available seats more efficiently. On the downside, frequent price changes can lead to distrust among customers and require complex systems to manage, along with some regulatory and ethical challenges. Another common pricing strategy is subscription and freemium pricing, where customers pay recurring fees but often start with a free tier. This model is widely used in software and digital services, like productivity and collaboration tools, which offer basic features for free and charge for advanced ones. The main benefits here are steady revenue streams, better long-term customer value, and easier customer acquisition, though the downside is that revenue comes in more slowly over time. Strong retention is essential, especially models where freemium users may never convert to paying customers. When it comes to the practical value of pricing strategy models, several benefits stand out. First, effective pricing improves profitability by unlocking margin without needing to increase costs or sales volume. Even a small improvement in pricing discipline can boost profits significantly. Second, pricing strategies clarify market positioning, helping brands communicate whether they compete on value, offer premium differentiation, or lead on cost. Third, pricing can manage demand more effectively by influencing customer behavior, which helps smooth out fluctuations and manage capacity limits. Fourth, it enhances strategic decision-making by guiding choices around product portfolios, market entry, and prioritizing investments. To develop and implement a pricing strategy, start by defining clear business objectives, whether it's maximizing profit, growing market share, supporting innovation, or defending competitive position. Next, understand customer value through research to find out what drives willingness to pay and price sensitivity. Finally, analyze the cost and margin structure to ensure your pricing supports business goals sustainably. It's essential to understand the full cost to serve across different products, segments, and channels before moving forward. Evaluating competitive dynamics helps by showing how competitors price their offerings and how the market reacts, which can guide your own strategy. Since no single pricing model fits all situations, most companies combine approaches depending on the product and customer segment. To ensure the strategy works, it's important to test and refine through pilots, A/B testing, and scenario analysis to validate assumptions. Aligning sales, marketing, and finance teams is critical so that pricing is communicated clearly and consistently applied. With a structured pricing strategy, you gain greater confidence in pricing decisions, reduce unnecessary discounting, improve margin control, make more consistent decisions, and segment customers more effectively. However, implementing this approach requires strong data and analytics capabilities as well as governance systems. Additionally, it's common for sales teams to resist disciplined pricing due to short-term pressures, so managing organizational change and embedding pricing discipline is key to success. When price changes aren't communicated clearly, it can lead to a loss of customer trust, which is a significant risk to consider. Additionally, applying the wrong pricing model to a specific market situation can negatively affect business performance. Pricing strategy models help by offering a structured and repeatable way to make one of the most important decisions a business faces. Moving beyond simple cost-based or competitor-driven pricing allows companies to better match their prices with the value they provide, their overall strategy, and their customers' needs. There isn't a single pricing model that fits all situations. Instead, successful companies use a mix of pricing approaches tailored to different products, markets, and customer segments. Effective pricing takes discipline, good data, and alignment within the company's culture. When done well, it leads to better profitability, stronger competitiveness, and clearer strategic direction. In today's world, with rising costs and highly informed customers, pricing is no longer just a tactic. It's a core strategic skill that creates lasting advantages for those who master it. Hello, in this video, we're focusing on the practical concepts that you can actually apply in the real business world. Hope you enjoy it. Let's get on with it.